Good evening. I'd like to call to order the City of West Bend Plan Commission meeting for May 3rd, 2022. I'll note that we do have a quorum. We have Commissioner Model and Newman are excused. Commissioner Schmidt is absent, but I'd like to welcome a new commissioner, Jim Knepler, who is joining us. So thank you for being here. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, we have a pretty short agenda tonight with just 4 items. The first being approval of the minutes, the Plan Commission regular meeting minutes for April 6th.
Motion approved. Second.
Thank you, Starl and Dolnick. Any comments or corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, that passes. Moving on to development proposals, A, conditional use permits, number 1, CU-22-004, a public hearing for request for a conditional use permit to allow for the conversions of a 2-family home to a single-family home located at 124 and 124A South 7th Avenue, tax key 111914100269 by Thomas Peringer. The applicant is Thomas of 845 South Silverbrook Drive in West Bend, and the agent is the same. And we'll start this off with a presentation by Jim Ranke. Take it away.
Thank you. So the property is zoned RD2, which this district allows 2-family residential homes as a permitted use. The code does make provisions to allow for single-family homes to occur within a 2-family district, as long as that the dwelling is compatible with the neighboring houses around them. The property owner is requesting a conditional use permit to convert this 2-family house to a single-family. And is requesting the permit from the Plan Commission. The proposal for the conversion is very minimal. They're looking at converting a couple of doors and putting windows in place of those, and then also replacing some of the windows and resizing those. The architectural exterior will remain the same, and those areas that are being filled in will have the materials matching the existing materials that exist today. The house is surrounded by a mixture of single-family and 2-family houses in the area, and staff feels that this is architecturally compatible with the area since it isn't changing much. Public notice has been sent out to everyone within 200 feet, and staff has received no comments. So staff would recommend approval of the conversion, or for the conditional use for the conversion.
Thank you, Jim. This is a public hearing, so if anybody from the public would like to speak on this item, feel free to come on up. Welcome. If you don't mind stating your name and address for us.
Yes, my name is Tom Peringer, and I will be I'm the owner of this home. I was just thinking if any of you had any questions or concerns or whatever, you could certainly address them to me, and I'll do the best to answer them.
Sounds great. Thanks so much.
Should I just stand here or go there? Or?
We'll call you up when we need you. All right. And if there's no further comments, then I'll ask for a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Thank you, Fleischman and Starl. All those in favor of ending the public hearing, so by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. I'll open up to the commission if they have any questions or a motion.
I'll
Yes,
make a motion to approve.
Thank you. Thank you, Dolnick and Fleischman. If there's no further comments or questions, all those in favor, so by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. See, that was pretty painless. Thanks, Tom.
Easy.
And we'll move on to our zoning amendments. Yep. Thanks for coming out. Number 1, ZA-22-002, public hearing for request to permanently zone approximately 21.4 acres of land located on the west side of Wildwood Road and north of Schuster Drive from TMP temporary to I-1 institutional and public service district and RS1 single-family residential district by Bud Abel of Shepherd of the Hills. The applicant is him, and the agent is Mackenzie Swartwoot, something like that, of PSE. Jim.
Thank you. So the zoning request is for the 21.4 acres of property that was recently annexed into the city off of Wildwood and Schuster Drive. The purpose is to establish the permanent zoning. We're requesting the zoning to be permanently changed to the I-1 institutional service district and or institutional and public service district for approximately 11.2 acres. This contains the existing church, and then the remaining 10.2 acres would be zoned single-family RS1. Both of these uses would be consistent with the comprehensive plan in terms of the residential use and then also the institutional use for acknowledging the current use for that. The zoning around this property has town zoning basically all around them on three sides, and then also to the east we have single-family zoning within the city. All owners within 200 feet were notified of the amendment. Staff received one inquiry, and it was just a general inquiry, and they expressed no concerns pertaining to the zoning change. So staff would recommend approval of the permanent zoning to the Common Council then.
Thank you, Jim. Once again, this is a public hearing, so if anybody from the public would like to speak on this item, feel free to come on up.
I'll take my lead from the other Tom. My name is Tom Romoser, and I represent Shepherd of the Hills Church. So I'm here also if you have any questions for me.
Great. Thank you. If there's no further comments, then I'll ask for a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Thank you. Fleischman, Starl. All those in favor of any of the public hearings, by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Then I'll open up to the commission if there's any questions. Otherwise, looking for a recommendation to council.
I'll second.
All right. Thank you. It's been motion second. Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor, by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. That passes. And last but not least, we are on to our certified survey map number 1, CSM-22-006, a one-lot certified survey map to separate the existing church from the remaining vacant lands located on the west side of Wildwood Road, north of Schuster Drive, by Bud Abel of Shepherd of the Hills. And we have Bud and Mackenzie back again. Anything else to add, Jim?
Not really. Again, this is just a cleanup, or I should say a certified survey map to separate those parcels. We will have a certified survey map coming next month again for that remaining land off to the west. That would be covered under the RS1 zoning. I have revised certified survey maps, in accordance to the staff comments that we had, and we're processing those. That would basically what they did for that is they established the right-of-way for Wildwood and then also for Schuster Drive, and they had some other minor technical corrections on that. But we would recommend approval with the listed conditions.
Sounds great. I'll open it up to the commission if there's any further questions. Otherwise, we're looking for approval of the CSM. Thank you. Dolnick and Fleischman. If there's no further questions, all those in favor, by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. And having no further business for the Plan Commission, I adjourn by the call of the chair. Have a good night.